Hey guys, John here with a silver update. I'm just going to play a section of an Endless Mountain video where he sort of has mentioned me and I guess not sort of taken a bit of a smart aleck swipe at one of my comments recently regarding the silver chart having made lower lows and lower highs. Um, Basically, let's just play it first.
It was really interesting because I recently heard Stella Concepts mention that the silver chart is not bullish whatsoever. No, no, no. It's got a pattern of lower highs and lower lows. So let's take a look at these lower highs and lower lows. We got this one. These are the what I guess is lower highs and lower lows. I think they look like higher highs to me. Or well, lows. I'm now doing the highs. This high here was a matching high, neither higher or lower, but then this one was higher, and now this one is also higher. So it's got a pattern that's within an uptrend.
Now, you sort of say that quite sarcastically. I mean, we've Skyped before. I don't know why you couldn't have just asked me what I meant by Skype. Obviously, if I look at a weekly chart long term, I'm going to be looking at the same chart you are. But let me just explain to you what I'm talking about and how I'm seeing the silver chart at the moment. Because you're not the first one to question what I meant when I said higher, uh, higher, lower highs and lower lows. This is a silver chart daily. Now, until this was the high 50 or 40, what was it, 49.80 or something like that. Until that's not the high anymore and it makes a higher high, that's the high. Okay? This was the low. Roughly, you could probably argue that there are other lows, but let's just say that was the low. It made a lower low here. Okay? High, low. It then made another low here when it spiked down here. Did it make a high before that? Yes. The current previous high is here. See, this is sort of how I analyze the chart. It might be a little bit differently to a lot of people, but this is how I do it. Most recent high, most recent low, and until that is broken, what are the highs and lows within that? So here we have the high, here we have the low, here we have a lower low, and here we have a lower high here. Now, if this high here is broken, then we have a higher high. If this lower low is broken, then we have a lower low. So in my opinion, there is nothing bullish about this chart until one of the previous highs is taken out. This high was greater than this high, it was greater than this high, so far it was even greater than that high. But I don't actually analyze the highs within that, I analyze the highs relative to the lows. Okay? This is how I would draw this high-low chart. And it hasn't made a higher high. And my current bullish point is just under that price there, 39, whatever the high was here. That's how I determine if a higher high has been made. So far it's making lower highs and lower lows on the daily since the last penultimate high. Okay, that's how I analyze it. You could have Skyped me to find that out, but that's it. Now, there is nothing bullish about this chart. There is nothing bullish about the chart you're looking at right now. If you want to put your own money behind it and just go long, you're going to do yourself a disservice. I mean, I know you don't trade the markets, you just analyze the charts, that's fine. But there is no reason why you should be bullish on this chart. If silver comes up, which it may very well do, and break that higher high, then you have reason to be bullish because then it's broken this lower lows and lower highs setup. Okay, it's neutral at best because you can sort of just draw a rough trading range through here. But if you actually look at the specific details, it is making lower lows and lower highs. But, even for argument's sake, you could just say it's a boring trading range, which I've heard you say. That is no reason to be bullish, even if it is just a trading range. Certainly if it comes down to here and breaks this lower low, there's no reason to be bullish. Okay, that's what I'm talking about, and I'm sure you'd even agree with that. You know, I'm just having troubles understanding how you could not agree with that, but feel free to let me know. Um, I've actually got real money behind this. I'm short. Um, I'm hedged. Probably is more the word to say. My gold positions, my gold. This is gold contracts. I'm short that because I think gold is going to be sideways at best, but it is actually looking like it's forming a short term top. Guys, I'm still bullish on the metals, okay, but timing is everything in markets. Timing is everything, and you can pull back a chart and go back here and say, well, it's come from 700 to 1500 with gold. It's bullish. Yeah, it is bullish. Long term, it is bullish. Uh, if you just stack the metals over time and that's the way you play it, that's the way you should be playing it. It's not how I do it. Okay, I trade the markets on a daily basis, and so I'm looking for signals that are a lot more up to date than a chart from 2008 when you're talking about higher highs and higher lows. Okay, I look for the current price. The current price is the most important thing. It's the most important indicator. And then the second thing I look at when trading is where has that come to? Where has that come from? More importantly, how has that price happened? That's that's my fundamental approach. People ask me, John, just give me some tips for trading. I want to learn how to trade. That's the first thing you should be looking at. What is the current price and how did it get there? Okay, silver, for example, could be at 35.56, which it is right now, right? And it could have got there by going like this, right? It didn't have to go all the way up and all the way down. So it could be at the current price it is now, and me saying it's very bullish. Okay, so it's not necessarily all about price. It's also about how it got there. Now, how did we get to this price here? Did we get there by just sort of gradually going up? No. We made a high. Whoops. Sorry about my drawing ability. We made a high. We made a low. We made a lower high. We made a lower low. So far, we've made a lower high. We haven't taken out that high. And we're yet undecided as to where we're going to go. Okay? Take out that area, the chart turns up to be bullish. Take out that area again, you're bearish. Right now, you're neutral with a bearish downside because the last trading action we've seen has been that of lower lows and lower highs. That's how I analyze the silver chart. And everyone's open to interpretation, but I think the way you attacked what I said was a bit naive at best, probably a bit childish at worst. So that's how I see the markets. Talk to you soon, guys.